are going to be on a panel, okay, to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month. They invited us, Afro Latinas, the main Afro Latinas of all of Miami. Of course, you're going to include us. Hello? What do you think this is? We Black Cubans. Yvonne, nice to meet you.
I was actually just wondering, should we?
So thank you all for coming to F.I.U. on this very special day.
Thank you so much, Yvonne and Yvette, for being with us this morning. I hadn't seen Yvonne and Yvette before the pandemic, so it was a real treat to be able to be here in conversation with them, and I'm really honored that I was invited to help moderate the conversation. But let's get straight into it, because everyone I know is eager to learn of your journey as business entrepreneurs, as women who've made their mark in Miami, as celebrities that I see with Padma Lakshmi on screen. I know them, there are people. So we want to hear all about your stories, and we want to get a lot of inspiration for this team and the university. First, I want to learn of someone that I believe has been your spiritual advisor. Her name is Dulce, sweetness. I see a lot of symbolism in names in your life. I love that. Tell us a little bit about the advice that you received from Dulce on telling the stories of your ancestors. Let's start with that.
Yvette.
Thank you first of all, gracias. Thank you for having us here. This is a historic moment.
Yes.
For us, and I hope it is also for F.I.U. We love F.I.U. I'm always here. I'm gonna pass it to my sister, because that was la consulta, like the spiritual advice was given to her.
Yes.
Even though Dulce was my spiritual advisor also, but she was given the info. So thank you so much, and wonderful to be with Maria Carla. Thank you, Maya, everybody.
Yes.
No, beautiful look. The vibe is awesome.
Thank you. Now, I always have a spiritual advisor on speed dial. That is, for some of us that know, in the Afro-Cuban religion, una piridita, a spiritual advisor, you know. She could be una santera, but really it's, not much happening. She's just, telling you some things that you may need to know. And I remember that she was there, giving, talking. It was like for hours. It was like, oh my God, this is never ending. And she said, hey, listen, that you came in with a lot of spirits, like your ancestors, and they want you to talk about them. And this was easily 20 years ago. This was a while ago at this point. And she was like, I see you working with your sister. Everything for me was like bad news. I see you working with your sister. I see you guys like doing something, but your ancestors want you to talk about them, like to tell their story. Like, oh my God, but what is it they want? You know, a book? Like, what do they want? You know, I don't get it. You know, I said, you know what? That we are, you know, this is what we are enjoying. How can we make a business out of this? You know, and it came just me sitting, and I remember that the spiritual advisor told me this is gonna come to you. Like, all right, and that was like 10 or 15 years later. Oye, la tremenda cubana, that's what it's gonna be called. It's gonna be 3 different blends of cigars. La negrita, la mulata, la clarita. It came like that within like a half an hour, yeah. And I told my sister, I told her.
No, I'm ride or die. She called me and she told me, and I'm always thinking of like marketing or whatever, and I'm like, yes, it'll work. Yes, definitely. like at least for like Miami Cubans,
Yeah.
it'll resonate definitely. But then our market stretched beyond that. But no, I was like, no, let's do it. And I mean, everything is like, why not do something that we enjoy? Lindas Cubanas, that was one of our favorite songs from La Orquesta Aragon. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like.
So, Esperanza, your grandmother, how did she inspire you? Particularly, how did she help you? How did you take inspiration from her to embrace your identity, your Cuban roots, the Afro-Cuban power and feminism?
Yeah.
Well, it was very funny to us because my grandmother was like La Clarita. She was, I mean, she considered herself, she identified as una mulata. Just even her name also, like she was our connect.
Oh,
We
yeah.
did it before her, we didn't really have to go to another spiritual advisor.
Yeah.
She was it. She was it. Like people say, but women in cigars, and I'm like, that has never been strange to us at all. It's never been like taboo at all.
No, she doesn't let me speak.
Because they were, you imagine, the most famous cigars in the world for, you know, centuries at this point. Black women, you know what I mean? So that, but you never see that. I've never, like in pictures or anything, you never see it. You see them smoking it maybe like, you know, for a picture, you know, photo moment, but you never see the women actually working it.
And we had started our business already, so then we didn't even think that we were the first or the only. You know, okay, we're going into this space that has never seen anybody like this. We walked in. You know, there wasn't a doubt, you know, truthfully. It wasn't as if, oh my God, because every room still that we walk in, we're always looking different anyways. You know?
That's amazing. It as not only women, but also Black women, as Afro-Cubans.
Yeah. Well, we are very intentional with our moves. So then we are, of course, a business is to make money, you know, and we know that our best way to have longevity is to continue being our authentic selves, you know.
Tell us how you do your marketing. I think that's going to be very
We
inspiring.
brought what we know, you get what I'm saying? So that we didn't put any other models in it. We put ourselves. We are Afro-Cubans here in Miami living that Black Afro-Cuban experience, which is everything hip-hop, Cuban music, gold teeth, college education, well-read. Like, we cover it all. You know, we go to every concert. We were just at the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. Then I go to, you know, we were at the, what is it? Chucho.
Yeah, Paquito Rivera. I'm everything. We're in everything.
Yeah.
Talking about professionals, you're also the founders of the Afro Latino Professionals organization.
The reason why we created Afro Latino Professionals was because we were being interviewed by the media and stuff, and we would get that asked often.
When Castro died.
Yeah, we would get asked that often. Besides when Castro died, that they wanted to speak to us, CBS, and they were like, "Is there like an Afro-Cuban community?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "No, we don't know about the Afro-Cuban." I'm like, "No, we're here. You know, we're here. You know." So then the efforts have been working as far as we refer to for different, you know, opportunities. The Hulu with Padma Lakshmi, that she was looking for Cubans in Miami, and Padma, you know, is also consciously thinking of, yeah, it's not just white Cubans, it has to be Black Cubans and whatever other Cubans, you know, all the Cubans. And she contacted us, and we said, oh yeah, this person, and of course me too, because I gotta come out in it. But like, it's been, we have a YouTube channel, and we're trying to do like things we're loving, and then we featured Elena Robinson's her rum cakes. We featured an author, professor with her book. So then we're continuing to do that. So then, you know, it's, you know, the list is long as far as like the professionals to refer to.
The community, it only makes the university better also and more well-rounded, you know. No, I think.
Let's do it. Thank you. Thank you both so much for inspiring us, for your time, for your generosity, for all you're doing to make our community better, for your efforts for Afro Latinos, and for challenging us. This is what it's all about.
You swore that we would never be apart. You only tell lies, even though you said you won't.
Job well done.
It's so